when you talk too much, you giving away the game. Like, you want somebody to manipulate you telling them exactly what to do.
You could talk your way out the situation.
Exactly.
You could talk your way out the relationship. You could talk your way out the panties.
I remember telling somebody that I know how to manipulate.
They threw it up, and you want.
I don't know. Why would I say that?
Say what?
I said I remember telling somebody that I potentially wanted to date that I know how to manipulate people.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't say stuff.
Like, why would I say that?
Diarrhea.
Yeah. I just feel like at a certain point, a certain point of undersharing is manipulation, though. Like, I feel like there's certain topics that you have to bring up in the first date. Like, if you don't bring them up, now you're trying to manipulate someone into liking you for what you're presenting and not actually who you are. Like, say, for example, like, you have something. Like, not bringing that up because...
Of what?
Anything.
ABCs?
Like, a STD or something. Say you have something, right? And obviously it's not the automatic question that someone would ask you on a first date, but like, if you don't bring that up, that's manipulation. Like, you know that's important to tell somebody. And
not on the first date. If you guys are going to be sexual, then that has to come up, but not on the first date.
So what's the point of the first date then?
Yeah.
Right. What's the point of the first date?
Time? If you have whatever can't be cured, then you should be dating the people in that.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily, because
I'm
wait,
sorry.
what is this? Is this HIV?
It could be anything that's non-curable.
Whatever, because they have their own forums and everything, and they date each other, and so I think it's because. Am I wrong? Am I saying it wrong?
No, I don't know.
I don't know anything about this.
This is what it is, right?
I'm saying when you see the commercials, it's like, oh, if you have whatever Simplex 83. Then, I believe you should date people that have that because it'd probably be an easier transition.
That's what they say in the commercials?
I'm in my head.
You are legally obligated to tell someone of your status. However, you don't have to date someone who is of the same status because some people are undetectable. But you should give people the choice to decide whether or not they want to stay with you or not.
Yeah, but wouldn't you have that at the very first date? Like, how do we get to the date without me knowing that you have HIV? How did we get there?
Well, like he said, maybe it was a 24-hour turnover between you meeting them and a date. So it wasn't something that you automatically brought up, but like now you're at the date and,
Oh, I get what you're saying. If y'all been trying to make this happen for like 3 weeks, and then finally, I can see that there potentially needing to be some sort of disclosure prior to the date. Right. But if it's, we just met 3-4 days later, we go out on a date, I don't know, it seems reasonable to bring it up maybe on the date, because real talk, they might be like, oh, I got the package too. You just said that you
got the package.
you got the package.
You got the
package. But you understand what I'm saying?
I don't think that this scenario is realistic, not one bit.
What are you talking about?
I think it's very realistic.
I really don't think that anyone is bringing this up on a first date unless you guys are about to
not on the first date. I'm going to overshare. I did have a scenario where it was about to get kind of sexual, and she said she had XYZ. And then we didn't do anything. And I thank God that she told me.
How did you feel about that? Would you have rather her tell you before you even got to that point?
Well, yeah, but I'm glad she told me nonetheless. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't you have rather known the very first time so you didn't waste all that time doing all that? Of course. The first date.
Of course.
How did you get to that? That's what I'm saying. You have to divulge that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like don't wait until it's like almost there.
Yeah.
To then say, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like you should do that on the first date if you do have something. And if you do have intentions of being physical with that person.
Even if you don't, you have intentions of dating them. This is something that I have to take into consideration when I'm deciding whether or not to date you.
Question on the, what if you are, because we talked about like poly, what if is it asexual? Mm-hmm. Is that something that you would also
Why are you going on a date then?
Wait.
What's asexual? What's one?
Wait.
So if you're asexual, that means you just kind of want a friend.
No, you do everything you do.
Companionship.
That you do with a
you want someone to date. You just don't want to have sex with them.
Literally.
They want everything
like
but that.
Like old people. Yes.
Oh shit. So you're saying if you were asexual, you would say that on the first date? Hey, listen.
That's what I'm asking, because
you absolutely should.
If we're talking about something that is predicated on whether you would be engaging in sex with somebody, that seems just as important as disclosing that you got the package.
Or that you're not going to be engaging in sex.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing either.
I thought it was just one sexual.
I think that honestly, for me, I get the points.
His name is A.
I really do. I just don't think that these are first date conversations.
I don't think that's the first date conversation.
But you know what? Okay, maybe it's because we always talk about first dates as like getting to know someone, right? So it's just like, what if after the first date, I don't even want to continue to go on dates with you, and I just told you all my fucking business.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I mean, look, if I go on a date with somebody and we're having a conversation and I feel like I want to go on another date with that person, and now the second or third date they want to say, oh, by the way, I don't like sex at all. I only really like, and I'm going to be upset.
I don't like sex at all.
Like on the second or third date, like I'm going to be like, well, why you didn't tell me that on the first date? But to play devil's advocate, if we're having a great conversation and nothing about sex came up at all, then I can't imagine that coming up. Like if we didn't have any conversation about sex at all, why would me or them being the asexual in the conversation come up? Now, if you start talking about, playfully saying, oh, what's your favorite position? Whatever conversation sexually it jumps into, and then you don't bring it up, then it's kind of like, well, we just had this whole conversation. Why you didn't tell me that then?
You fronted.
That's definitely omission.
You withheld information purposely.
This woman went to go see this man, and when they met up, she was missing a limb.
Okay.
And so he was like, well, why didn't you tell me this before we met up?
Where did he meet her?
Right.
Online.
Online. There's no pictures of her?
It's probably half off.
Oh, shit.
She's a trick woman. This is trickery.
I'm sorry.
You can't
girls
do that,
know their angles. Let's not act like women don't know their angles.
That's what he meant. Yeah.
She just always knew how to.
He said half off, like she was a sale or something.
Anything missing from your body, is going to be it's going to be very questionable for someone to want to. I'm trying to word it properly.
I mean, that should be. You should obviously let somebody know that.
Yeah.
But in man brain, what was the rest looking like?
See?
I just said man.
You want to know if her ass was fat?
She fine? She getting it.
Should she still have, disclosed that prior to showing up?
I'm gonna say she did do the half picture thing, and I was like, okay. And then when I seen her, I was like, oh, the jacket was moving.
But you know what? I don't really think that that's anything that she has to hide. To be, if you're going to try to date people, people are going to see it anyway. It's not like a STD that you could just bring up later. People are going to see that right away. So you might have people like Rome that's not going to give a fuck. They're going to no, let me go. There's going to be people like Rome that's like, damn, she's bad. She's missing a arm, leg. Missing something.
Oh, we can.
Can I ask a guy question?
But she's
absolutely.
fine, so I'ma still hit it.
What would you prefer? Missing an arm or missing a leg?
How tall is she if she's missing a leg?
What?
That matters, because if she's
5'6".
Where? Is it just this down, or is it like the full joint?
Let's
get that.
Let's do
blade.
Yes.
Let's do knee down.
Knee down? She got the hook foot?
Oh my God! So many questions.
No, she got good insurance. She got like a good prosthetic.
That's what I'm saying. The carbon fiber joint, everything.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
you take it off. You get into the I'm gonna get you sucker moment. But
I'm going.
before that, we good.
Yeah.
That used to be my favorite part.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean,
Yeah, I would go with that. I'm sorry, I went off topic a little bit, but yeah, I would do leg off.
Yeah.
There was actually an episode of Friends like that. Joey was dating a girl with a prosthetic leg, and it was wooden, and he accidentally threw it in the fire.
wooden leg.
I don't remember.
Do it where?
In the fire.
She was a pirate.
But she should, she don't have to bring it up. She should just show herself on Instagram or whatever, however they met. Like,
I feel like you will be
She wouldn't
able.
be comfortable probably, or maybe that could be her thing, and that's why she isn't.
Well, she needs to be
Insecure, yeah.
comfortable with herself before she starts dating people and catfishing.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
because I feel like if you put your full body pictures out there, you can weed out the people that'll fuck with it and not fuck with it.
Yeah.
Which is why I believe they have forums for each type of.
You in this forum.
There is forums.
I'm pretty sure they are.
Yeah,
they are.
I know a woman with something, and she says, I'm on this dating forum because we all have this whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, that makes sense because you won't be as insecure or disappointed when you get to the point and you tell a guy like, hey, we got to stop this and this is why. And that probably does something to you mentally each time you see this person's face or this person's emotion. So why not just put everybody together? Not everybody, but like, why not get together with like-minded people? Yeah.
But I would be upset if you just came out with one arm and they call you lefty all this time and you never told me that.
I don't know, but if you Jamaican and somebody got a name like no,
Wait, what?
no. You can tell me when I say a lie. If you meet somebody, you meet a dude, that boy named Wani, you already know. They call him Wani. Or they might call him Lefty. Or they might call him like Bun Rice. Like, Jamaicans are very, very descriptive. And it becomes your real life nickname. And you go by it. There are literally people at the bakery, I don't know their real names.
Well,
And there's a Wani at the bakery. I'm just
She
saying.
missing anything?
Huh?
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, yeah. But the Wani means you only have one of something you're supposed to have more than. And that's what...
I don't know.
Well, anyway.
I know they have nicknames, but sometimes you don't even question the nicknames. You just know that they have outrageous nicknames.
Because they be real. They literally be real.
Okay, if somebody was out here saying, "Oh, that's Lefty," I'm not going to ask, "Why are you calling
It
it
definitely has a
Lefty?"
story.
Yeah, I'm sure it does, but I'm not going to ask.
I actually know a lefty with
See?
one arm.
And it's the left one, huh?
Yeah.
See?
His name is
Is
Lefty.
he Jamaican?
No, he's a white guy.
Well, I bet you a Jamaican gave him that name. Because they do not care. They literally... Like, think about it. Biggs. How many Biggs you know?
My uncle's name is Big,
Exactly.
but he's Trini.
Yeah, that's
Of course he's big.
All Bigs are big.
But the thing is that it literally follows you. It's like it becomes your real nickname, But anyway, I do think at some point you should share that, whatever. Because even matter of fact, I'll give you a personal story. I remember when I first met my husband and we were in school, and he was like, "Hey, you want to come eat some Jamaican food?" I was like, "Who made it?" I didn't know he was Jamaican. He was like, "Oh, my mama sent it in the mail or whatever." I was like, "Oh, okay." She sent it on dry ice, right? He's like, "Yeah, they pack it up, this and that, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Okay, I get it," because when I lived...
I would have been like, "What the F are you saying? Dry ice?"
Oh, no, I got it because when I used to live in Georgia, everything that I couldn't get in Georgia, my daddy would mail it to me. Like, if I wanted, some boudin, my dad would, go pick it up from my grandma's house, freeze it, take it to FedEx, mail it in dry ice, and then I got fresh food, in, I don't know, a couple days or whatever. So when he said that, that wasn't even weird to me. But after we ate, I'm sure I had, some rice and peas or whatever. And I was like, "Oh, man, just so you know, I got type 1. I pull out my thing. I ain't even, check my blood. I just give myself my insulin. And I was like, all right. And I just sat back and kept eating or drinking whatever I was doing.
Wait, what?
And the thing is that some people might already be like that, because if it's something you've had for a while, it ain't really a thing to you no more. I was like, because I used to actually hate to let people see me people see me give myself insulin. I used to go to the bathroom and stuff. And I was like, man, fuck that. I gotta live like this. So
I've never seen that.
I'll be like, well, it wasn't I'm not drawing a needle, but it's like a pen. You just.
No, I get it. I've just never
Exactly.
dealt with a female.
And so because I'm used to it and I got over hiding it, not giving myself insulin in front of people, I just pulled it out, did it, and he was like, "Oh, okay." He's like, is that, he said, which one is that? I guess which diabetes? It's like, "Oh, it's type 1, and they have to go through with the whole explanation of what the difference is, whatever. But it wasn't really a thing when I did it. So I think that some people, if you've had something, like if you got a lazy eye and your parents didn't fix it and you've always had it, you know what I mean? Like I think it's something that you're comfortable with and you don't really mind like talking about it or making a joke or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that anything that will affect the other person should be brought up on the first date. So, like we said, STD status, kids.
It's a long ass first date. You
I know. Like, do you want to know my debt to income ratio too?
Right.
God
No,
damn.
because then like financial conversations, you're not financially invested in that person. So it's like, there's no
How
reason.
much does meal cost? There's some investment here.
Yes. However,
Or what
well,
if
for
she
me
says-
personally,
What if she says, "Do you pay bills on the first date?"
that's a crazy question to ask. That is a crazy question to ask.
Not according to the internet.
Well, we're being like real life, real people type talk. We're not talking about the internet. Internet has a lot of crazy conversations.